Hello, how are you? I'm good. Yourself? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I'm sporting glasses lately, but this is normally the way that you see me. Uh, I don't normally wear my glasses on cam, but that you saw me wear glasses is because, uh, my vision's not getting too well. And anyways, on with the video. Enough joking around, on with the video. So this video is to give everybody an update on my non-smoking quitting update, quitting cigarettes, not pot, not anything else, just cigarettes. I'm just gonna go through this video about the myths about quitting, why you should quit. All these things are just gonna fall into place anyway. So let's start out with, I started smoking when I was, oh my god, I used to sneak smoking when I was like 11 years old, 12 years old. I think as far as 10 years old, I used to hang around with this guy named Ricky DeLorme. He used to smoke and I used to smoke cigarettes with him. Never inhaling it, but just, smoking like that. So I started at a very young age. Started maybe at 11 years old, 12 years old. I started very slowly inhaling cigarettes, inhaling, the fumes out of a cigarette. And, from ever since then until the age of 48 years old, which I am now, I was smoking. I was smoking 50 to 60 cigarettes per day. That's a lot. Let me give you a little bit of scenario here. I used to roll my own. So I used to roll, my own cigarettes. No filter, no nothing. I used to inhale all that nicotine for like many years, many years. As I was younger, I used to smoke Cameo menthol. As I was growing up, that's all I would smoke is Cameo menthol. Then I started out with the tobacco rolled by hand. And then till this day, I rolled my cigarettes by hand. So I was a long time smoking. Long time. See? My teeth were so yellow from cigarette smoke that every time I smiled, I had a yellow smile. Yellow smile. Now what I mean by yellow smile is that all of my teeth, even my tongue, was green and yellow from smoking non-filtered cigarettes. It was getting so bad to the point where every time I took a cigarette, I didn't enjoy it anymore. I just, last couple of years, I was just smoking to smoke. So, I was just basically smoking because everybody else did it. My biggest fear quitting smoking, sorry, this is just a mint. My biggest fear quitting smoking was, how much weight am I going to gain? Am I going to blow up like a balloon like everybody else does? Well, that's a myth. Watch what you eat, you should be fine. Trust me. I'm a big guy myself. I lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. I lost 10 pounds. You got to understand too, the cigarette smoke compresses your eating habit. It compresses your hunger. Like, you're smoking and you're not hungry. When you first wake up, you're not hungry. When I was a smoker, I was never hungry. I was always to the point where I'd wake up, I'm not hungry, I'm just having a coffee and my cigarette. Now it's not even like that. And when I was a smoker, doing things like, sitting at my desk, doing the things on the computer, I needed a cigarette in my mouth. I needed, I did something in the kitchen, I'd have to take a break and have a cigarette. I would do deliveries for people. I would, stop, roll a cigarette, going to the delivery, smoking it, okay, on the way through there. And if the delivery was far away, I'd roll another cigarette. And then once I was finished my delivery, I'd roll another cigarette. That's the third cigarette. and then come back, and then I rolled another 2 cigarettes. I mean, it was pathetic. I was smoking so much, 50, 60 cigarettes. Just imagine that. That's 2.5 packs per day with no filters whatsoever on the cigarette. I was inhaling all of that nicotine, all of that junk in the tobacco, all that stuff was going into my lungs, and everything was like so bad. It was pathetic. Okay, I was a pathetic smoker, I'm telling you. Yeah, anybody who has any fears about quitting smoking, don't. Because you know what? For a guy like me, you know my finger, and I'm not showing you the finger here. See my finger here? This used to be, all of this area used to be all yellow. All of it. All my fingers here, even here, all of this here was all yellow. It was yellow, yellow, yellow. And every time somebody would see me, it would be like, oh, does that hurt? And I'm like, no, it's just nicotine, right? I mean, they're not thinking it's embarrassing. Like, I'm a smoker, and that's what happens. I get, nicotine fill. But now, my hands are white, okay? Like they're supposed to be. It took 2 weeks to get all the yellow stuff. All the yellow stuff off of here, it took me 2 weeks. I'm going on my 3rd week of not smoking at all. And I'm going to make this really clear, and I will make it really clear to anybody who watches this video and is a smoker and wants to quit smoking. You need to be ready. You really need to be ready. Stop this, all of this stuff about people telling you it's bad for you. People doing all this stuff trying to make you quit smoking. You should never be forced to quit smoking, because if you're forced to quit smoking, you're going to lose your battle like big time. Okay? I myself, throughout my whole entire life, I myself tried to quit smoking over 40 times. 40 times I tried to quit smoking. I'd quit for a week, and then I'd be like, forget it. Then, I quit for 2 weeks. Then I quit another week. And then I'd be like, I don't know, I need that cigarette. I didn't really need that cigarette. What I really needed was the willpower to do it. And the quit challenge that we have here in Canada, it's the Stroke and Heart Foundation. They have very many programs that they can give you patches. Mental health, CAMH can actually help you quit smoking. They have groups. I did set an appointment for CAMH, and I did set an appointment for Toronto Mental Health. I didn't show up. I didn't go. I just that Sunday when I quit smoking, I had my last cigarette, and I'm thinking to myself, no more. I can't do this anymore. I'm so sick of it. My stomach is, it was like, oh my God, seriously? Frank, what are you doing? Okay? A lot of people might think, oh, it was easy for you because, you've done this and you've done that. Trust me. It was the hardest thing I've ever done 40 times. The reason why it's the hardest thing to do, you know what? Cigarettes are like heroin. I'm not saying it has the same effect, but it's like heroin. You're so addicted to that nicotine that you need it. You don't need the nicotine. You don't need any of that. The problem is that it's all in your mind. It really is. Let me give you a little bit about quitting smoking, okay? Let me do this. First day was a Sunday. It was 10:40 p.m. on a Sunday 3 weeks ago. It's going to be 3 weeks this Sunday. 10:40, and then no more. I quit. Cold turkey. I've tried the inhalers. I've tried whole bunch of stuff. The patches are really expensive. People really can't afford it. People who need the help, you know what they say? Quitting full force, quitting cold turkey is the best. You know what? I found that the first day I quit smoking, I woke up that Monday morning and I thought, oh my God, this is going to be so hard. This will be the most difficult day I've ever had. It wasn't. It wasn't. Once my mind was set to it, and once your mind is set to it that you want to quit, you will quit. You'll just go, no more. You don't need a cigarette in your life. You really don't. You do not need this killer, basically, in your life. Okay, so day one was okay. Day two was okay. Day two was a little bit crankiness. Just a little bit, though, not too much. And I can, ask my partner. But day three it was okay. But you know what? I had no craving. No cravings. No cravings for cigarettes for the first week. Second week came along. Maybe one craving, but that's it. There was no other craving after that. Now it's on my third week. I have no craving. I might say to my partner, like, oh, I need a cigarette so bad. I need one so bad. I don't. I really don't. I am just giving myself that it's like, you kill her, you're not going to kill me. Okay? And I don't want you to kill the next person either, or the next person, or the next person. The problem is with quitting smoking, a lot of people think it's going to be so hard, so difficult. Listen, quit for one day and see how it goes. Take it day by day. If you don't smoke for 2 days, you don't smoke for 2 days. The third day, if you don't smoke, you went through that hump. They say 1 week, I say 3 days. My experience, after smoking all of those cigarettes every day, it was like, oh my God, such a relief. I'll tell you, after quitting smoking, I can breathe. Okay? My body's healing. My body is truly healing. I'm going to tell you, you get a little sleepy because your body's like, disorientation. The first day I was like, oh my God, I'm so confused. The second day was fine. But the first day was like, oh, not because I was craving a cigarette, but it was like confusing. It was like, oh my God, where am I? What am I doing? Oh, wait. Okay, the second day was okay. But you can breathe better. You can smell things that you never smelled before. Your nose is not blocked. Okay. I'm not going to say the third one because it's probably going to be disgusting to you. Your nose is not blocked. Your actual, when you take a shower and you wash your hair and you wash your clothes, wash your body, and you put fresh clothes on, you can actually smell the freshness of the clothes, of the, whatever you use, Tide or whatever. You can actually smell that. And you can walk into somebody else's cigarette smoking place and you can actually smell. Like, I could not believe I actually smelled like that. I smelled like that. People probably like, oh, he's a smoker, holy shit. And I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize it. But now that I don't smoke at all, I can smell other people, odors. Like, my nose is like cleared up. I could not believe it. My tongue is a red tongue like anybody else. I don't have yellow spots on my fingers anymore. I can breathe. But the best thing about it is when I wake up in the morning now, I am so hungry. I am so hungry. I'm so hungry that, oh my God, I got to eat something. Like, I've never ever in my life ever felt that way, but now I do. Now I know when my sister, because she's been a non-smoker for all her life, now I know when she says she's really hungry in the morning, because now I know. And as far as me going back to cigarettes, never. Never again. That's it. That was it. The very last day, 3 weeks ago on a Sunday, that was it. It's just, I feel so good about myself. I'm just, I get pains, aches and pains when I used to smoke, like aches and pains, like I used to have, oh my God, my back was so sore all the time. My arms were like, holy shoot. Like, what the hell's going on with my body? It's because of cigarette smoke. It is pulling your muscles. It is pulling your muscles. It really is. My muscles now are so relaxed that I don't get pain in the back anymore. Like a little bit here and there, like, you know, but nothing like I was before, due to smoking. And my lungs, okay, they're healing. They probably won't fully heal, but they're healing. And my stomach is like not like it used to be. I don't know how to explain it. It's just my stomach, every time I smoked, it was painful. Not painful to the point where, you know, it was like, oh, but it was to the point where I was hungry, I ate, and I had stomach aches every time I ate. Then I'd smoke and smoke and smoke and smoke and smoke and smoke. And that's basically what it is. Oh my God, this video is like 16 minutes. I just want to let people know myths about smoking, you know, gaining weight is false. That is not true. It's hard to do. For some people it might be, but for some people, after the third day it's a hurdle. You know, the first, second, or third day is a hurdle. But you still do the same things that you do when you were smoking. I still do the same things that when I was smoking. I'm still sitting at my desk. I'm still on my computer, and you know, I still use my phone. I go out. I do deliveries. I do things that I normally do when I was smoking, except with no cigarette. No cigarette. Like, I can actually say to myself, no cigarette. You know, my desk used to be full of ashes all the time. Look, I'm telling you. My ashtray is just paper. No cigarette butts, no nothing. My ashtray has been empty for 3 weeks. And I only use that because, you know, I have little pieces of paper. I just put it in there, or if I'm doing something. That's all. That's it. You do the same things if you were a non-smoker than you were a smoker. When you used to do things when you're a smoker, you'll do the same things when you're a non-smoker. So it has no bearing on you. No bearing whatsoever. And now that I see people like, oh, I'm going to go out for a smoke now, I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I wish I can help you quit. I wish I can give you my body right now, how it feels so good to actually breathe. And the sleeping part, that's the best part. The sleeping part, I go to sleep right away. When I used to smoke, it took me an hour or two to fall asleep. And I never, ever had a good night's sleep. Never. Now that I wake up refreshed. Like I slept pretty good. That's another benefit from not smoking any cigarettes. Aches and pains are gone. You know, I'm eating like periodically every day. Small little bits here and there, here and there, here and there. But you know what? It's great. Like, I mean, I'm getting the nutrition, and I'm exercising even more. And the thing is with non-smoking, hopefully you've watched through the whole video. The thing is about non-smoking is that I want to do more things. Because when I used to smoke and I had to go do dishes, I'd always procrastinate. I'd be like, oh, just one more cigarette, you know, 3 hours a day, oh, one more cigarette. And I'll do it in the morning. Now it's just, I do them right away. There's no reason, no excuse, I do them right away. Or if I got to pick up here and there, or if I got to do laundry, or if I got to clean the bathroom, or if I got to, you know, wash the floors, it's right away. I do more things now than I did when I was smoking. That's another benefit. And you'll appreciate, you will appreciate you're breathing better, sleeping better, eating better, walking better. Your body feels a lot better. Heal yourself. There's a lot of remedies out there. And I'll say the patch, it doesn't work. I'm really sorry. For me, it doesn't work. The lozenges, the inhaler, there's all kinds of stuff that, you know, they give for smokers. For me, quit cold turkey was the best. And I hope, and if you have any questions about anything to do with smoking, please ask me, because I know. I used to be a smoker. I was a heavy, very heavy smoker. And now it's just, wow. Now I know. Now I know. So anyways, this is just the update. I just want to be supportive to other people who don't smoke, but I also want to be supportive to the people who do smoke the most. The people who do smoke and need help, there is help out there. There is lots of help. CAMH in Toronto. There's a lot of programs in Canada, even Ontario, even Vancouver, Montreal, anywhere you want to be. There are programs to help you quit smoking. So I'm gonna leave this video now. It's almost 21 minutes. Hopefully this was informative, and I'm hoping you succeed into not smoking at all, because I didn't quit smoking because it was people thought or people forced me. I quit smoking because I wanted to quit. That was the most important thing in my life, health-wise. And it's very unhealthy, very unhealthy. And you got to remember too, back in the 70s and the 60s and the 70s and the 50s, I'm only going to say the 60s and the 70s, and even part of the 80s, it was, smoking, everybody did it. It wasn't bad for you. Nobody said anything about it. It just started to, to evolve into people like, and this myth about, secondhand smoke, you're going to die of cancer and all, that is false. I will put that right down to bed. That is a false statement if I've ever heard one. If you're sick and you got bronchitis already, or if you're sick and you have problems with your heart already, or if you're sick because you're sick and secondhand smoke enhances that, I understand secondhand smoke is not. But a healthy male or female that comes in between secondhand smoke, it's a myth. Don't even go there. Non-smokers, don't even go there, okay? Because that's a false statement, and I'm going to call the BS on that one. All right, so let's just leave it at that. All right, secondhand smoke, it harms some people if you're already sick. All right, so don't give me the BS about, oh, that person here standing beside me, oh, I'm gonna smoke, the secondhand smoke is gonna give me cancer tomorrow. That is a myth, okay? And for some people, smoking, it's an alternative of their stress. That's another myth. You're not stressed out when you have a cigarette. It doesn't work out that way. It doesn't calm you down from stress or anger. It doesn't do anything like that. It just, like, you might think like, oh, thank God, oh, thank you, I'm so calm now. That's a myth. Don't even think about, saying that to anybody, because it's a myth. It doesn't work that way, and it will not work that way. The Canadian Heart Society, Stroke and Heart Foundation can say whatever they want about secondhand smoke, but it's a myth, okay? Let's put that to bed right away. Just cigarettes are just not healthy for you. They are not healthy for you. It just ruins your whole entire body. You got to understand too that cigarette smoke, your lungs get black, that I believe. Your heart rate just pumps up like so fast, and it takes away your like this 30 seconds every time you take a puff. That is another myth. Okay, my father was 80 years old before he died, and he was a smoker since he was a kid. Okay, so cigarettes are different for different people. Like, one smoker might smoke for 80 years and have cancer. Another one might live 90 years and not get any cancer at all. So cancer-forming things are not just from cigarettes. Okay, so let's just put that to rest. And I'm not putting down the cancer patients or anything like that. I'm just putting a myth down the tubes. Like, if you have cancer and you're smoking in front of a cancer patient, come on, get real. Like, I wouldn't do that. Like, a person who'd smoke would not do that. Oh, I got cancer, why don't you have a cigarette in front of me? Like, come on. Like, are you kidding me? Like, just stop this BS stuff about, this going on about this and that going on about that. Because it's all a myth. It's a tactic to scare people away. And I'm not saying, sorry, I eat a lot of these mints. It has nothing to do with cravings neither, okay? I just like them. It's just a myth. It's a scare tactics. It's like these packages of cigarettes. They put, the teeth is like all rotten, and she's got a hole right here. Okay, I understand. That person was already sick before she started smoking. Okay? Or she was sick when she was smoking. So you know what? All of these commercials are true, but half of them are just a scare tactics. They really are. But you know what? The bottom line is smoking is not good for you. It isn't. It's no good for you. It's not good for your body. It's not good for your brain. It's not good for your eyes, your muscles. It's not good for your skin. It's not good for anything. You get wrinkles under your eyes when you smoke, and you really do. Look, my wrinkles are already, that's from years and years of smoking. My eyesight is really not great. I got to wear glasses now that I see on the monitor. I can see farsighted, like I can see that. I can see myself. I can see this, but I got to wear glasses now. Maybe it's due from smoking. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows if it's due from smoking? Who knows if it's due from because my aunt and uncle are blind, or because it's just smoking is not good for you. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this video. It's 26 minutes away. If you need help, please contact me. I'll be there if you need guidance, and I can shoot you a couple of numbers like the Smokers Helpline, or CAMH or anything like that. So take care.